Welcome to Berkshire Outdoors. I'm Jay Baver. Today's show is part 2 in our local food movement show on foraging in the woods in the Berkshires, and Chef David Pullaro today goes in search of wild leeks and morel mushrooms. Today's show is brought to you by The Chef's Shop, cooking, dining, and living in the Berkshires since 1991. Visit our store at 31 Railroad Street in Great Barrington, Massachusetts, and online at thechefshop.com.
Yeah, look at all these ramps. See how these are starting to yellow? These came out first. They're already starting to dry up and go by, but there's still some good fresh ones. Nice, nice. They like to grow on hillsides, partly shady. And usually they don't come free like that. Usually you got to dig them up a little bit. They have a really thick root system and they're all connected, so. See, it's already starting to go to seed here. But when they're first coming up, the whole thing's edible. And the greens start to leave 1st of May usually. The greens will turn yellow and die down, but the bulbs are edible most of the year, if you can remember where they were. The nice thing about ramps is, you know, they call them wild leeks, wild onions. They're extremely garlicky. Smell like a cross between a garlic clove and a scallion, green onion. See how they just kind of grow all together? Now I'm picking some that we're going to be able to use the leaves on too, hopefully. And I don't always pick in the same area because I don't want to wreck them all. They break off real easy, so it's good to have a little trowel or shovel or something with you. They're usually down about 4 to 6 inches. I kind of skirt around them and go under them and break up the root clump. Then you can usually lift them right out. Beautiful. Here's some nice bright green ones here. Haven't started to yellow yet. Those are nice big ones. See, they got little rhizomes on the roots. That's how they spread. Those will be beautiful. All right, a few from here and we'll be good to go. There. As you can see, it's pretty easy to get some things from nature that you can cook up and get a good meal from. Springtime is one of the best times to find a lot of sprouting greens. And these keep well. The bulbs do. Alright, now we'll head for the hardest of the 3 things we're collecting today, and that's going to be the morel mushroom. The elusive mushroom. Everybody's after the morel, and that'll be complete our trilogy for our trout dinner. Look at this. Here's a morel right here, walking out from our ramp pickings. We plan on going to a different spot for him, but here's some right on the same hillside. Nice specimen too. Beauty. Nice large one. Let's look around and see if we can find some others. Once you find one, you kind of comb around the trees, look at it from all different angles because they're really hard to see. As you can see, they're the same color as the leaves. And I'm not going to tell you where we are today. Starting to rain here a little bit, but this is one of my favorite spots. We should always find ones here. Sometimes you look for tufts of leaves. Oh, there we go. Sometimes they're right under, they start to push the leaves up. And you can, oh, there's another one. There's 4 or 5 right here. The root system on them just goes around to all the area, and they could pop up anywhere around the base of the tree. Looks like 4 or 5 there. Okay, we got a couple more here, but it's starting to thunder and lightning a little bit, so we're just going to get these, and here's a couple more right here. Look at. See, you never know where they're going to pop up. That looks like it. Okay, let's get.
Now that Chef Dave has found fiddlehead ferns, wild leeks, and morel mushrooms, we're going to go in search of some native fish in our next episode and put it all together for a special all Berkshire meal.